And welcome back to another episode of Bevo Tech Back Reborn on the FTOG server. So, been doing a little bit of work. Sorry this episode's coming out a little late. I've done this mod before and I forgot how grindy it can be. But we're going to be working on nuclear power today. We need to get some power going, and I've got a good way of doing it. We're going to be doing some nuclear power. So, as you can see, the tower behind me has changed. After a lengthy conversation with Infernal Wednesday, we decided we were going to fix the tower. The tower's not right the way it is, so check out Saturday. We're going to be doing a lot of building over there, and also this building is going to change Saturday as well. Hopefully we have enough time to do both. I really want to get everything sorted out, but I think I'm going to wait till Infernal gets on to work on this building. But that one we're going to start out right away with building up on it. So yeah, let's jump into it. We're going to be using compact machines for our dimension. And I've already had some stuff set up here because obviously I've got to make the heavy duty workspace to make some of the components already. A lot of these, okay, first off, let's go over the fact that there has been a lot of stuff added to this mod since I've used it last. I used it in Mod Sauce 2, but a lot of this stuff has changed. The way you get a lot of this stuff is simply by putting it into the manufacturing. To get 90% of these materials is made in there. Now the immersive engineering plate I made a long time ago, I messed up, made the wrong plates, but you do get the iron plating out of here. Let's see what else. These are all the recipes for the different base components that you need. The basic plating, the universal reactant, tough alloy ingots, graphite blocks, and then empty fuel cells. Now we've got a couple of machines we need to make first, okay, before we do anything with the reactor or anything else. So we're gonna grab all this stuff, and this is the heavy duty workbench. People who've played Infinity, Evolved on Expert, or know anything about the series know that they've got the bigger crafting tables. Well, nuclear craft comes with their own. It's not automation. You can't automate it. You can't. It doesn't stay in there like what Tinker's tables do or the Tharmcraft tables do, which is one aspect I wish he would add. Honestly, it would be a lifesaver for as much of the stuff that you've got to craft in here. It would be a lifesaver. But you. Alright. So what we're going after is this fission controller. And it takes all these reinforced plates and basic plates, tough alloy, core, you know, that's not so bad. You get into the core and then you get all these bits and bobs and whatnot. And it seems like the quarry is the heart of most of these machines that I've been looking at. What we are looking for first is the separator, and it of course is going to take the quarry, and you can't shift click into it. Of course you can't. Okay, basic lead, and I hope I made enough of everything. There's one gold contact there. Let's see, we'll go 10 grading. Oh, I didn't get the tin tubing made. I think that's just going to be the tin plating, and see, there you go. So yeah, that's the thing. That's what I don't like about it, is if you forget something, you come out, because I forgot the redstone anyway. So I mean, I don't mind the big tables, but if they would stay in the table after you walked away from it, it would be fantastic. It would be better. Now, they do have a low-level reactor in here, and it is right, the reactant generator, which still takes the core, so you got to do a little bit of crafting before you can even do that. And it uses a low-level reactants in that one. So I have not tried it. I'm going to jump straight to the Fission Reactor, because we've got a decent power source right now. It's not fantastic, but it's good enough to get us going. Bearings. Oh, gold contact over here as well. And I did something wrong. Of course. Redstone, redstone, lead plates, lead plates, lead plates, lead plates, gold, tin tubing, tin tubing. Exactly what I've got. Oh, pff. The derps are real. Let's try that way first. Alright, so core in the middle, and then I believe it was surrounded by tough alloy. And then we got lead. 12 lead. And then I believe it was the basic plates on the outside. Nope. Redstone. So this is where I wish, I guess I never did try the overlay on that. Alright, so we got our isotope separator. We're going to set this down right there. Now the reason why we're making this isotope separator is because we have several different fuels to choose from. We have boron, we have lithium, we have uranium. So we've got different fuels to choose from. We're going to burn up the boron first. So we're going to take the boron and we're going to stick it in the isotope separator. Now the reason why we're putting it in the isotope separator first is because I want to get the chunks of the boron, and then we'll get the small chunks as well. That'll actually boost us up a little bit in making furthering our fuel, making it better. So as you see, you get boron 11, which is better than boron, and then we get boron, tiny clumps of boron 10, which is essentially what this boron is. I believe it's boron 10. So we're going to separate those out, let that run for a minute. We're going to grab some empty cells, and then I want to grab, I think I need some more basic plating. Yeah, I had to go mining. I had to go mining yesterday because I actually ate up all of my lead reserves that I had set up, because I stopped collecting lead, and then I come to find out that I needed a lot more lead. So alright, so when you had these big clumps of boron, or any for that matter, if you just put them into a crafting grid, any of the boron, or any of these clumps, I guess you can call them, as you can see, there's different plutoniums, different uraniums that you're going to get. You can put them in with an empty fuel cell and you'll get your fuel cells. And we're just going to grab a couple of these for now because we want this to run up. So next thing we need to look at is also the fusion controller, which again is another quarry. So memory serves me right. It's going to be... Oh, I didn't grab the other tin one. I need these 2 tin tubings. Let's try this. Yeah, see, there we go. That works. So that part works. You just have to put the work in. Which I'm not afraid to put the work in. Obviously. But for ease of making things go a little faster, shift clicking would be... I'm doing it again. Be a lot faster to be able to shift click these in from NEI. So there's our quarry, and then the separator, or sorry, the fusion reactor. I made just enough of these. Now these, I will admit that these reinforced platings, they have made it easier to do. There is cross-mod integration with them now. So the compressor is 6 plates to make reinforced plating. Enrichment chamber mechanism, again, is 6 plates. The cheapest way is, well, I don't know if it'd be the cheapest way, but I think it levels out to be about the same. Tough alloy and basic plating and induction smelter. Heavy duty workbench. This is probably the most expensive way. So, I mean, it's tough alloy, which is 2 lead, 2 silver, 2 iron, and then it is also, oh, I put lead plating in there again. See, I keep doing that. I'm going to be doing that all episode. It'll be lead plating instead of basic plating all day. Alright, so we got our fusion controller. Now, we got a couple more things to make. We need to make the housing. And let's see, where are we at? Where'd they go? Reactor casing. Okay, so the reactor casing is basic plating and tough alloy, and that is why I should have a lot of these. Hello? Knock knock. Thank you. I need more pulverized coal. Good thing I have some extra. And I need more lead. Here again, I have extra. Smart thing probably would have been just to craft a bunch of this up beforehand. Alright, so we'll grab that one. Then we need to do a recipe change. Tough alloy, I've got a stack of, I got a stack of that, okay. So, reactor casing is like so, and we get 16 of those. Now I'm going to make a couple of these because I want to make a decent sized reactor. I don't like to skimp on these ones, but I also believe that we need some of these parts for other pieces possibly. Alright, so that gives us over a stack of those. Oh, we got more coming in. Alright, so we got a stack and a half of those. Now the other piece is the fuel cell compartment. I have, for some reason, have no idea why this comes up when you click on that. That's really nothing to do with that. Did I make the glass? That's enough for 4. 5. Alright, let's do 5. Oh wait, no, that gives us more than that. Okay. Let's see what we have enough for materials for. Because this is actually going to give us more than I thought. So, you get more crafting out of this now, I guess. Oh, and of course, I need more basic platings. I have enough of that. Let's see how much that gives us. Alright, so we're gonna get 3 out of this. I'm 1 short. Now after we get done redoing this building, I'm going to go through all of our machines and our basic machine shop. I'm going to start upgrading all of them. Oh, get that back please, thank you. Alright, so let's throw all this stuff in here. Now, before I break and meet you guys into the compact machine room, this is the speed upgrade. Now, they have, I'm going to say 4 different upgrade. The acceleration upgrade does not have a recipe yet, so it's something I'm assuming that he's working on. But there's the reactor upgrade, which is reinforced plating, which I'm going to need to make. There's the speed upgrade, which is for all the machines, and as far as the and also the energy upgrade. These things do chew through a bit of power when you start speeding them up. So you kind of have to balance them out between the speed and energy upgrade. But this machine goes pretty fast on its own. If you've got this on an automated system, which it will go into one eventually. Because I'm going to do all of the reactor stuff all in one compact machine. To run it through all the different fuels and whatever else, because I want to get to these radiostopic thermoelectric generators, which are free power. You don't do anything, and last I checked there were 100 RF a tick. That's it. You don't have to do anything, you just hook them up and they run 100 RF a tick, so free fuel. So yeah, let me, because I've got to make the reinforced plating, which means I got to do more coal. Did I have another stack of coal in here? The good spill. I got some coal in here. Alright, well, it's going to take me a minute to process those plates into the reinforced ones. So guys, I will be right. Alright, so we are in our compact world. So, basic fission reactor. is going to be your fuel cell surrounded on all sides with reactor casing. Now, if you put this together and this is red, then you do not have it right. It does not work. And then I'll show you guys something else here in a minute. As soon as I put that on top, there, it's a fully complete, fully assembled fission reactor. But we're going to go bigger. We are going to go 5 by 5. Look, I'm not using dirt blocks as scaffolding. I have a habit of using dirt blocks for scaffolding. So when you're doing a 5 by 5 reactor, you're going to need a 7 by 7 area because you have the inside is 5 by 5. Of course. So then we need... Now I do plan on building a bigger one. I just don't have the room for it right now. So we are just going to build a 5 by 5. It should be plenty of power for now. It should put out quite a bit more power than what we currently have. And then cap it. Alright, so then we are facing east, south. I'm going to put... Actually, no, I think I'm going to put it over here. So, now, I've got a complete 5 by 5 and it's still red, okay? That's where these reactor upgrades come in. I should need 2. So now it says I've got a 5 by 5 reactor. So, when you build this, you cannot go even. You have to go odd because of the fuel casing on the inside. So 1 by 1, 3 by 3. I think it goes all the way up to, I believe 21 by 21 is the max size, which is a pretty big reactor. I've not actually made one that size yet. So this is still on the small side for these reactors. So we're going to put one of these in here. Oh, it needs a redstone signal. And I bet you I have no cobblestone on me. Or stick, or lever. Yes, because I don't have my builder on me. My builder is set up right now. Pop out of here real quick. Can I have that, please? Pretty please, can I have it? Hello? Knock knock. There we go. Just need one of these. Alright, so we're in here now. Why are you no working? Hello? Huh. Do you have to have an output? I have made an output for this. Give me just a second here, guys. How did you get energy? Alright, so let's try something else. We're going to put in a cooler and a graphite block. Graphite block causes it to heat up. And it's still not running. Alright, give me just a second. I'm going to troubleshoot this real quick and see what's going on with this, and I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. So, this boron 11 fuel cell that I was trying to use, which if I remember right was what I started with the first time, it is a fusion fuel cell. So, we're just going to chuck this thing away. After a little bit of looking around, I wish it would be a little bit easier to see how to use a lot of this stuff. It's not very, it's not very organized as far as, you know, how you're making these in progression. When you look it up in the fission reactor, you have to dig a little bit to find it, but you need uranium to start out with. Uranium is what you're using. There are other fuels that you can use, but you need to start out with uranium. So that gives you uranium-238 and tiny piles of tiny lumps of 235. So 8 238s and 1 235 will give you LEU-235 fuel. Now this is, I believe, with what I've done for looking, is that ELU is low enriched uranium, which is the base, the smallest one that you can go. Now you can go higher, it just requires more. So you gotta start at the bottom and then you work your way up. So we're gonna grab a couple of these, and as we get more of this, we can make more. So we've got 8 cells. Whoa, got turned around. Alright, let's run back down here real quick. And I'll show you the last bit that you need to know. And this is 100% basic. Oh, okay. World was saving when I was trying to log in. Okay. Alright, so now if I put a fuel cell in here, now it's going to tell me, now this is off. You have to turn the lever on to get this to run. The problem is it's telling me right now that this thing is going to overheat. Alright, so that's what this is new. This right here is a warning that, hey, you know, you need to cool this thing off before you run it. So that's what these blocks do. These reactor coolers is you put them in and they will actually cool off your reactor. And you just kind of play with it a little bit. We're going to add a few extra in here because I want to put more of the other ones in here as well. Still? Really? So I'm generating 1,362 RF a tick right now. But the heat does not... Oh, okay. So we're fine on the heat. So let's turn this off. Maybe. And let's throw in some of these graphite blocks. Rearrange a little bit here. Alright, so I got twice as many reactor coolers as I do graphite blocks. Let's see how that works for us. Okay. So we are now producing 1,470 RF a tick. So the more graphite blocks you put in, the more power you can produce. But you have to be able to find the balance between... See, now I'm at a 1,530. So you need to find a balance between your heat and your coolant. So let's add a couple more in. Let's equal it out. It's gonna be too much. I know it's gonna be too much. But I want to see with just what I have going here. No, it's not too much. Okay. So we're at 95% fuel. There is 1590 we're producing now. I'm gonna go crazy here. No, that doesn't go there. And then let's put all of those in. See what that does. Alright, so I'm at 17,070 for RF per tick. So that's all for fuel, and we are not overheating yet. Let's turn that off. We'll add these last 3 in, which will only increase it slightly. So yeah, I'm just at 18,000 RF a tick, and I wish this would show you a little bit better, I guess, because, well, I mean, this is your energy, this is your heat, and this is your fuel level. So we're creating 18,000 RF a tick right now, which is not bad. So what I want to do also is set up and try out the power monitor. And then we are going to hook up a tesseract to this. Oh, this is Infernals. Okay. I can't set that one up. This one is mine. Alright, so I want this to send only. Alright, so now we're drawing out more power than what we're using, which should stabilize out. There it goes. Now it's balancing the system out. I can't remember if it was this one. I think there's 2 of these. And one of them has had issues in the past. Let's see, power monitor. And then I believe there's the power buffers as well. The Omni buffer. I was thinking that I've seen another one the other day. But maybe they just revamped this one. So average output is 220. which is about, yep, that's about what we're putting out here. So we're only using 220 RF a tick out of this, so we're gaining 1500 RF. So this is powering all the machines in the base. Well, not all the machines in the base, but this is picking up for all the power that we are lacking in the base, which should, our other systems should be getting better. I do believe this thing will shut off when it's done. Now, when this runs out, when these this is the last part, and we're going to call it an episode. These cells will run out. They will get depleted. Okay, you take those depleted ones. Let's see, where are we at here? All right, so we've got the low end cells. All right, so this tells you right here. Okay, so the base power is 150 RF a tick. Lifetime is 2,400 ticks. Base heat is 28 heat a tick. So in a 5x5, 9. Okay, so the reactor multiplier, so it's 2. And you want to multiply base power by 9. Okay, so you guys can do the math. I'm not going to do that real quick for you. But that goes up. Well, the more heat that you put in there, then it goes up higher. So multiply the base heat and base energy by 3 for a 5x5 reactor. So it kind of explains to you how to figure out what you're going to get from it. Okay, so, but we need to look at the depleted cells. Where are you at? Depleted. Where are you at? That's oxidized, and I don't remember on the oxidized ones if it actually gives you more output on them or not. I don't remember. There it is. Alright, so you can take your depleted LEU-238, put it in a thermal centrifuge, and you're going to get that plutonium-239. Or the separator, which I have upstairs, which will give you the 239 as well, and 238. And so on and so forth. So the oxidizer will give you the oxidized one, which I believe gives you the same. It just gives you the oxidized version of it, which I believe is better. If I remember right, it's better. So then you just work your way up. So the high yield is 238 and 235, which is more. Then you jump up to the low enriched plutonium, which the recipe of that is 240 plutonium 242 and 239. So yeah, it's a little bit crafty, a little bit hectic to get through some of this stuff. So so yeah, that's going to be our reactor for now. We should have plenty of base power, so when we take our system off line to do the building change, we should still have plenty of power for all of our systems and keep everything running while we do the changeover. Although I think this system can come down for now whenever we go to do the change, because we're not really using it all that much right now. And hopefully later on we can upgrade that up there more to where it works better. One thing I do want to tell you real quick. Since I have moved this and took the speed upgrades out of here, I have not had any more problems with this thing. I've been able to find everything, been able to locate it all and everything else. So I don't know if it was the placement or what it was, but something happened and there was graphical glitches and you couldn't find everything and stuff like that. So I don't know if it was just simply breaking it and replacing it or what, but I was able to find a lot of the stuff we were missing. So anyways, guys, I'm still not that happy with it. I'm definitely going to be switching over as soon as possible. Probably within the next couple episodes, there's some more stuff I want to go over with Nuclearcraft. It's going to take me a while to process that fuel. To get it all processed, I'll probably make some more reactors, probably do a big thing like I did before where I'm processing all the different fuels and go over some more of the intricate steps of that. So anyways, guys, we are out of here. If you guys liked the video, hit that big thumbs up button, show some love, show some support. New to the channel, new to the series, hit that big red subscribe button so you can see some more. And as always, guys, any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Until then, guys, I'll see you next time.